As usual, Atoy, you have an eye for quality.
What the audience gets to see through Lai is more of Atoy's humanity.
Where is she from?
Some dried-up fishing village in Shandong province.
Immigrates.
And more of Atoy's compassion, and also the contradiction of Atoy.
Hear me out. He doubled his price.
Because here she is saving one girl and probably trying to give her the kind of life that she was unable to give herself. And at the same time, she's also trafficking girls into the sex trade. And it's sort of what makes Atoy a very complex and flawed character.
Go to my room, clean yourself up. I'll be in soon. Get him out of here.
Bill, what are you doing here?
Something you forget to tell me?
That scene was incredibly difficult to film. Just emotionally, there was a hell of a lot going on, and there was a lot of moving parts to it. Where'd you get it?
You're not the one going to be asking the questions right now. I trusted you with my life, with my family's lives.
The thing about the relationship with Lee is the one constant thing in the world that he knows is good. And somebody presents him evidence that this guy is a murderer and has done something heinous.
Your boy Lee murdered 2 men in Georgia.
You know, 1878 was a time where you could travel across the country and start a new life, and that's what Lee's done. We give Lee a backstory where they killed the love of his life. We get it, and we sympathize with him. Lee sort of becomes an audience surrogate, and at the same time, he's more evolved than everybody around him. Lee's fun to write because we get to actually put our sensibilities into at least one character.
Becoming a cop? Suppose you think that's some sort of penance?
Penance? What for? Those bastards deserve what they got. They killed my girl. I do think there's a sense of Lee trying to find order in the world. As soon as I was told of that particular part of his past, I loved that there was more to him than met the eye.
This ain't gonna end the way you think it is.
He's right, you know.
There was a bit of symmetry between those two moments where I help Bill with his laundry list of problems by protecting his family, and he saves my life. Thank you.
I owed you one.
I trained for weeks with Brett and the stunt team, and we made this huge fight sequence. They said, let's put a knife in your hand. I was so excited. But then, of course, Jonathan goes, you're not a fighter, though. My Ling is not a fighter. It's all doo-doo defense and trying to stay alive that I do fight.
Hey, my Ling.
You're gonna throw your dagger, and he's gonna kick you now into the wall, and you're gonna pick up the spades and smash his head, and I'm like, let me try it twice, and then let's roll.
Go to sleep.
That was an exciting fight scene, I thought, because that was Rich's, departure. So I wanted to do it justice for him and make it the best we could.
You hear the word bolo, you think big and muscle strong. When you see Rich Ting, that's exactly what you get. So every time he hits you, he breaks things. Every time you throw something at him, he makes you pay.
You know, when you're having to do those movements in such a tight space, and in the dark, it felt a bit crazy.
I came out on top, thanks to Ah Sahm. I'll just take credit for killing.
So, they've managed to kill me after all.
By killing Long Zi, Mai Ling has basically given herself a straight path to the head of the Tong. So it's kind of a really Machiavellian Scarface move, but it gets her everything she wants in one fell swoop.
Close your eyes.
At the same point, she's killing someone she genuinely loves, and so I think she's going to be haunted by what she had to do to get to power for a long time to come.
They have no idea who they're dealing with, do they?
They will.
When I first read that episode, it was really hard to kind of process that. Like, why would I do that? And then ultimately, it's why wouldn't I do it? And then from there, it's like Mai Ling climbs that ladder to her throne, and it's great.
Today will remind them who the tiger really is.